Hello everyone from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Struggled with that before the game as well. A lot later now. We're still here, site of Tennessee's comeback 23-22 win against Indiana. Guys, what happened?
It was just, never has there been a more fitting end to a season than this one. I mean, it really just sort of sums up how Tennessee's season went. I mean, it was a very wild season that started with an 0-2 start, including the worst loss in the modern era of Tennessee football, a 2-5 start to the season, followed by a 6-game winning streak. I mean, a player making TMZ headlines, a player who'd previously been kicked off the team by a previous coaching staff, becoming the team leader and star, a goal line stand in Kentucky. Like, how else was this season going to win rather than a 2-score rally in the fourth quarter? I mean, truly, I mean, this game, to me, sums up the season of Vols football.
John, thoughts?
Yeah, I just think it truly did. I mean, it was such an odd season, such an odd game. Tennessee, to me, was clearly the better team in the first half, but couldn't pull away. It was only up by 3 points, and then you come back in the second half. And Indiana in the third quarter was clearly the better team, and I thought this game is over. Indiana's is doing the most things right, and then here we come at the end. And as well as Tennessee played down the stretch, it also got a lot of help from Indiana. I thought just some really not good clock management during the game and some bad play calls.
I thought two of the key points to probably take away from this were, one, Eric Gray being phenomenal throughout the game. I thought he should have gotten the ball more. And also Jeremy Pruitt's onside kick decision in the fourth, around 4.5 minutes left, choosing at that moment to go for it. What do you guys think of those two things?
Yeah, the onside kick was a gutsy call that if it doesn't work, you're criticizing the decision. It does work, so you're criticizing Indiana not being ready for the onside kick there. I mean, I was surprised by it. I think most people were. Down by 1 touchdown, 4.5 minutes left in the game. Your defense has been playing pretty well, really throughout the last 6 games. I thought they'd kick it deep and let the defense go to work, but clearly the players and Pruitt talked about this afterward. They saw something in Indiana's kick alignment.
You can see when you look at film, too.
Absolutely. Yeah, that they thought they could exploit, and Paxton Brooks dribbled the kickoff right to that spot. Indiana clearly wasn't ready for it. Eric Gray, who saw his star turn tonight after doing so again against Vanderbilt, apropos recovers the onside kick and becomes game MVP. It was definitely a big moment in the game.
I give a lot of credit to Jeremy Pruitt on that because it's a lot easier for coaches to do it by the book. And by the book is you kick it away. But,
trust your defense, kick it away.
Yes, but he believed this might work and he went with it. A lot of coaches wouldn't do that. They could think the same thing, believe the same thing, but they couldn't quite pull the trigger, and he did that and won the game for Tennessee.
As far as a launching pad of sorts goes for Tennessee, how important was this heading into 2020? And a couple kind of housekeeping notes on that. Do we think this is the last we've seen of Trey Smith in a Tennessee uniform, and what do we make of Jarrett Garantano's future?
Well, I mean, if Jarrett Garantano wants to be a starting quarterback at the Power 5 level, this probably offers as good as opportunity as any. I mean, I know any other guy you would think he's going to be a grad transfer, finish his career elsewhere with all, that he's endured throughout his career, but this is the quarterback of 9 lives. So you think, well, I mean, why not come back and go for that 10th life next season?
He's been so resilient throughout his career, from being hit so many times when you thought this guy's done, it's going to be a horrific injury. No, he keeps bouncing back up, keeps getting benched, bouncing back. And it just seems to kind of work out now the way it's going. I don't think he'll transfer. I think he'll come back.
I think he takes pride in kind of saying, forget everyone else, I can do this and I'll prove you wrong while I do it.
And Trey Smith's the big one that we await here in the coming days, whether he, as we would expect, test the NFL waters and head to the draft after a really good junior season, coming back after that health issue last year that laid him up for the end of his sophomore year. So he hasn't really given any indication of what he's thinking or when he'll announce, but certainly with the way he played this year, I got to think the NFL awaits for him.
Well, Blake, you wrote a really good story about him and about him. He was really, it was important to him proving people wrong. He kind of went against the consensus in the idea that he even kept playing football given his physical condition. And I think now people assume he will go pro, and I think he will too. But would we be totally shocked if he chose to come back?
No, I wouldn't be. I mean, a normal player in his position, I would say, yeah, he's definitely going. With Trey Smith, I think he's probably going. I don't know that I would say he's definitely going.
I think he'll pray about it a lot. He talked to you about that in the story.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for reading our coverage, paying attention all season long, and stay tuned to Go Vols Extra and Knox News for off-season coverage from Blake Topmeyer, John Adams, and Mike Wilson.